Greetings and welcome to my channel. This is Sorcerer Tal. You can also find me on Facebook in the Sorcerers Guild. Today on Magical Theory, we are going to be discussing luck, superstitions, and how to create a lucky charm that actually works. So what is luck? Luck is when the momentum around a person or object consistently generates a pattern with a positive outcome more often than is statistically possible. Now, what do I mean by that? Just that you're lucky. Things happen more often with a positive outcome than they should when you are lucky or carrying a lucky object, perhaps. Let's think of it this way. The momentum behind luck is rather like flipping a coin, okay? You have 50-50 odds when you flip the coin that it's going to land on either heads or tails. Now say on that first flip, it lands on tails. The second flip, odds are still the same, 50-50, as to whether the coin will land on heads or tails. Let's say it lands on tails again, and then that happens again the third time, and the fourth time. On that fifth time, technically, the odds are still 50-50 that the coin will land on heads or tails. But we know full well that there are also very poor odds that you are going to land on tails 5 times in a row. That hidden momentum of not being able to land on it 5 times in a row, that is luck. That is the type of force that it is. It is the hidden momentum that is not readily seen within the mechanical world of the odds of the 50-50 chance of the coin landing on heads or tails. Okay, so now that we have defined what luck is, we can't go into a conversation about luck, good or bad luck, without first getting into a conversation about superstition. Now, according to the law of repetition, any idea that is repeated over and over gains momentum and therefore gains power in creating patterns. So that would make one think that superstitions are potent and they have a lot of power behind them. Now, if you believe in a superstition, it is much more likely to affect you than if it doesn't. But the law of repetitions has actually created a problem with superstitions, because most people, when they reference these superstitions, they're not doing it in a form of belief and actually thinking that it will happen. Perhaps in the olden days, superstitions had more power because more people actually believed, but nowadays, when one talks about breaking a mirror, walking under a ladder, they most often do it jestingly. They're making fun of the idea. And the more you make fun of an idea, the more you're also taking away from its momentum. So there is a repetition around many of these superstitions that are actually breaking down their power rather than building it back up. So if you want to use any of these things, like a 4-leaf clover, lucky rabbit's foot, lucky coin, anything like that, you need to find a way to tap into the original momentum of the luck and avoid the repetition of mockery and disbelief that are associated with those same concepts. Okay, so now that we have covered superstition, let's talk a little bit about how to create a lucky charm. Like I said, there is a lot of momentum behind these ideas of superstition. So one way that you can create a lucky charm is to start with this base of a superstition. Say a lucky 4-leaf clover. You would then take that momentum and you want to charge it with the idea of it being lucky. By that I mean, as you use the vortex method that we have discussed before to charge your hands, you want to focus on luck. To me, that is yellow. And imagine the luck going into the 4-leaf clover as if you were pumping gold into the 4-leaf clover. You could also add sigils to the 4-leaf clover, or put the 4-leaf clover in a type of bottle with other luck items and things that you feel personally add momentum of luck. You can actually pick up momentum of luck from objects you were carrying at a lucky moment. That's often where the concept of a lucky coin came from. Well, I had this coin in my pocket when this lucky thing happened. And therefore, if I keep this coin in my pocket, I will carry luck. There is some value in that, in picking up the momentum. But like I said, you can use the superstitions as long as you get past the mockery part. So you want to try to make yourself take it seriously and believe that the coin or the four-leaf clover is lucky. Now, there is another way to go about this as well. Rather than embracing superstitions and trying to break past that momentum of jest and mockery that is overlying them, you could actually reverse that and draw luck from breaking those taboos, from shattering mirrors, walking under ladders, spilling salt. If you do it with the intent of utilizing the law of paradox, for every thought there is an equal and opposite thought, then when you break the superstition, then you can rebound from the momentum off of the mockery of the idea that these things don't cause bad luck, to generate a momentum of good luck as a rebound, as you bounce off of the original momentum. Okay, so that will be it for today's episode. Thank you once again for joining us. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please take the opportunity to do so now. And don't forget to join us on Friday, where I will be for another episode of Sorcery in Action, where I will be doing a demonstration on how to create a magical charm using the momentum behind superstition. Okay. Until then, bright blessings and an interesting fate. This has been Sorcerer Tal.